small town vibes, a cider mill, some coffee shops, some ice cream stores, and maybe even an old school A&W. Well, where the heck is this and where can I find it? Well, you can find it right here in Dexter, Michigan. And if you're thinking about making that move here to Michigan and Dexter has popped up on your search, look no further. This is the best video that we're going to cover some of the pros and cons of living right here in Dexter. So whether you're single, married with kids, or even getting ready to retire, depending on the lifestyle that you're going for, Dexter might be the perfect place for you. So in this video, we're going to cover all that and more. So stick around because we're getting after it right now. Hey, if you're meeting here for the first time, my name is Meldrum. I make videos just like this about all things Michigan, cover what it's like to live here, work here, play here, and yes, the sunshine and the snow, I know, and everything in between. I'm also a licensed real estate professional, and I've helped hundreds of people just like you buy, sell, relocate, and invest in the Metro Detroit market, and we want to help you do just that. So whether you're making a move in 1 month or 1 year from now, don't hesitate to give us a call, just a text, send us an email, or my favorite, schedule that Zoom call on the Calendly link down below, and I'd love to take you through the city in my eyes, show you around, and match you up with the ideal lifestyle. Go ahead and subscribe, tap that little bell so you're the first to learn about the current market here in Michigan, and every time we put out a new video just like this. All right, so let's start off with an overview of Dexter. Now, when I say Dexter is a sleeper of a town, I am not kidding. So many people move to Ann Arbor and the surrounding areas, and they don't even have Dexter on their radar. When they start looking for properties here in Ann Arbor, Saline, Ypsilanti, they're like, Dexter seems a little bit too small. That's like kind of country where we're not gonna go there. But then I said, just go visit it. Right? Just go there, check it out. Let me know what you think. And 9 times out of 10, you guys go to Dexter and you come back like, wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
Dexter is actually exactly what we're looking for. We love it. Let's go find a house, right? That's a whole different set of parameters we'll talk about. But just a little bit of overview on Dexter. It is 2 square miles, and it didn't actually become a city in Michigan until 2014. I find that absolutely crazy and fascinating. That was a new piece of information that I just learned within the past 5 years. So Dexter was a village before that, predominantly a farming town here in southeast Michigan, just outside of Ann Arbor, and it was known really for farming. Right. So the fact that it was a farm town originally means there's a lot of room for growth here in Dexter. There's a lot of land that's been undeveloped, and, you know, the city has plans to develop some of it, but they're going to do it in phases so the growth doesn't happen overwhelmingly for the city. Now, a lot of things that draw people to Dexter, the fact that it has 14 parks, it has tons of outdoor activities, including 104 miles of Huron River trails, 14 parks, like I said, with over 118 acres in those parks, and 40 miles of biking, hiking, and walking trails around the city. Now, Dexter was also named Tree Town by Arbor Day Foundation, not to be confused with Ann Arbor, that's also a tree town. Dexter's got the notoriety of the tree town because of so much green space in the city. All right, so let's get into the pros and cons of Dexter, Michigan. Now, you're like, Eric, just tell me, is it a good place to live? Is it a bad place to live? Am I gonna hate it? Am I gonna be bored? Well, all good questions, but I don't think you'll be bored. I don't think you're gonna hate it. I think you're gonna love it. And there might be some things that you just don't really like about it, but I think some of the positives can outweigh the cons. So let's get into the first pro. Now, with tons of rivers, tons of parks, and tons of outdoor activities, this is one of the reasons why so many people love living in Dexter. You can go out, hike, bike, take walks on the walking trails. You can go fishing in the Huron River. You can go kayaking, canoeing down the Huron River. There's just a lot of things to do. Now, if being outside is something that you really enjoy, then I think you're going to really like Dexter because it offers quite a bit of activities for someone to do that likes to explore nature, you just look at wildlife and just get out there and really enjoy listening and just being surrounded by nature. The second pro about living in Dexter, Michigan are the school systems. Now, these are all top rated, and according to niche.com and greatschools.org, they get an A rating. Now, if you're comparing it with some of the surrounding areas like Ann Arbor, Saline, Northville, Plymouth, all of these school systems are going to be top rated. Now, how do you really choose? Well, when it comes to the curriculum, maybe the sports, all of these things are going to take precedence over maybe a location for you if you're looking for a specific curriculum. Now, I encourage you to go research, talk to the faculty, talk to the people at the school system, talk to maybe some families. If you have questions, we have plenty of families that we know that go to all these school systems. So reach out or drop a comment below, and maybe one of those families will answer that, or we can get you in touch with them. But the school systems in Dexter are top rated, and for that reason alone, Dexter's a great option just for the schools. All right, so the third pro about living in Dexter is the small town atmosphere. Now, some people will call this a quaint downtown. You know, that word little quaint, I don't know. I've said it before in some videos, and I think it just sounds weird. But if you're looking for a quaint downtown, Dexter is definitely the place to be. Now, there's a lot of things that this town doesn't have, but it really makes up for it in nostalgia. Now, if you're looking for, you know, pretty much every main chain and everything to be downtown or within your city, Dexter's probably not the best place for you. But if you're looking for a couple of good coffee shops, a couple of good ice cream shops, a local bakery, some actual locally owned restaurants that are not chains, Dexter has all of those things. There's even a cider mill there, and you can go grab some ice cream, grab some coffee, and walk around the mill pond. Go check it out. It's absolutely phenomenal. You know, you're right up there on the Huron River, and you're just going to enjoy nature. I mean, that's really what the downtown is all about. Go take your family out to dinner, grab some ice cream afterwards, and go walk around and enjoy the beautiful downtown. That's what it's there for. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more nostalgia, you can go to dinner at the A&W. Yes, there is still an A&W there. I didn't even know these A&Ws still existed in a lot of these towns. Dexter is probably one of the very few towns that does have an A&W still that has a drive up, and it's still full service. So they still come to your car, take your order, bring it out, and let you eat in the car, then come clean up after you. And it's just a really cool atmosphere there. So if you're looking for nostalgia, A&W is there. And after that, you can head over to the local Dairy Queen, which is pretty much a staple. I mean, you can have some of the best ice cream in town, and for some reason, I don't understand it, because I'm not a Dairy Queen fan. But if you are, I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you at all. I'll still sell you a house, I promise. I'm not gonna shun you from this. But if I had to pick between some local ice cream places and a Dairy Queen, I'm going local all day. But there's a lot of people out there that will go Dairy Queen 100%. They just love it. They cannot think of going any other way. So if you're on the Dairy Queen side, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and tell me why you love Dairy Queen so much. Just help me understand. That's all I'm looking for, is to seek to understand a little bit more about the Dairy Queen craze. All right, so let's talk about some cons of Dexter. Now, there's not a ton that I could come up with here. You know, these are all kind of inverses of why you love Dexter versus hate Dexter. And the first one on our list is really the small town feel. You know, if you're somebody that likes the small town feel, that's great. Dexter's a good place. But if you're somebody that's looking for more of a vibrant downtown, lots of restaurant options, lots of places to go, shopping, dining, all of those things, then Dexter's probably not going to be a good fit for you. Also, if you're younger and you're looking for maybe an after hours nightlife, going out to the bars until 2 a.m, Dexter's not going to offer that whatsoever, but just know Ann Arbor is only about 10 to 15 minutes away, and a lot of places are open in Ann Arbor past 10 o'clock. All right, so con number 2 about living in Dexter. Now, this might not be my favorite topic to talk about because it has to do with real estate, but the properties here in Dexter do go quickly. Now, the affordability is really the con that I want to talk about. The prices of Dexter have been going up year over year. The median used to be around 300. In recent years, it jumped to 350, and now we're even getting to the next tilt where it's going to be crossing over into 400 for, a starter home here in the Dexter area. Now, there's still those one-offs where you can find maybe a small ranch under 300,000 or between 300 and 400, but that's becoming the rarity here in Dexter. So as of today, when I'm shooting this video, there are 10 homes for sale here in Dexter, not including new construction, right? 10 homes. That's not a lot of homes. So the real estate market here is really competitive. Homes do go for over asking, and when they do come out, because of the reasons that Dexter is so popular, people want to be here for the schools, the small town downtown, the outdoors, all those reasons. So real estate is very competitive. And in addition, Dexter is getting that Ann Arbor kind of push out. People that have been in Ann Arbor for a little bit but want to stay close to it. So Dexter and the surrounding area becomes a natural place that they start moving to when they're kind of done with being in the Ann Arbor, downtown area. and then want to get out, get a little bit more space. But if you do add new construction back into the home search, we're up to 38 properties for sale in Dexter as of today. Now, you can see there's a lot more new construction than there is residential homes for sale. So if you are moving to Dexter, new construction might be a good option. But just remember, if you are going to be looking at new construction, talk to your real estate agent first. Don't go into the sales office and speak with them, because you may lose your opportunity to be represented by an agent like myself who can help navigate the new construction process and avoid a lot of pitfalls during the process. All right, and last but not least, the third count about living in Dexter, Michigan is the job opportunities. Now, there's not a ton of jobs in Dexter specifically. There's not a ton of companies that are headquartered there that are bringing like thousands and thousands of jobs. Remember, only over 5,000 people live in Dexter. So majority of the people who live in Dexter are actually working elsewhere. They're commuting into Ann Arbor, commuting over to the Metro Detroit area, and really Dexter is going to be kind of a commuter area. Now, things are always changing, and it has been changing for the past couple of years as more people are working from home. And this is what we're seeing when people started realizing they can work from home. We got a mass movement of people in the Ann Arbor area that were like in the city, and then they said, well, if I don't have to be this close to the office, let me move outside of it a little bit. Let's go start looking at some land. Maybe I can get a house with a nice backyard, a big front yard. And Dexter started becoming more and more popular. Now, this has caused the real estate market, like I said before, to be super competitive. So if you do want help navigating the market, just let us know. Like I said, reach out, call, text, email, schedule that Zoom link down below, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move here to Michigan. All right, so there you have it, the pros and cons of living in Dexter, Michigan. Now, in my opinion, Dexter is a great city. You know, if you're going to be looking to move here, raising your family, you're looking for good schools, you're looking for a little bit of slower pace of life, you know, not in the hustle and bustle of everything, Dexter is definitely a great option. Now, I've covered a lot of other cities that are surrounding the Ann Arbor area that might be a good alternative for you if you're looking to be close to Ann Arbor or close to Metro Detroit, but you don't want to be in the city specifically, or you just want a little bit more space. Then Dexter is definitely a good option. But go check out those other videos, the alternatives, and some of the other cities like Saline, Brighton, Plymouth, Northville. These are all great options for you. So if you have any questions, drop those in the comments below, and I want to be the best resource for you in making that move here to Michigan. And until next time, go check out these other videos, and we'll catch you on the next one.